Well, hello all of my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land. Well, good morning, you guys. Got Boo Boo with me today. He is not feeling the greatest. He had a good couple of days with his teeth. Actually, last 2 days ate like a champ, but last night and this morning his teeth started hurting again. Hey, buddy. Yeah, where does it hurt, Boo Boo? So, Boo Boo's not feeling good, but I know there is one thing that he loves to do and will probably make him feel good, put a smile on his face even though his teeth hurt. That is cutting the grass. So we're gonna get out here this morning before the sun gets up and before everything gets too hot. And we are gonna finish cutting the grass that Ken didn't do yesterday. Hang tight, let's go. It's another beautiful sunshiny day, and this is our last day off, so we're gonna get some more stuff done around Homestead here. Already got the grass cut this morning. You can see behind me, looking mighty fine. Cut down a lot of that brush around the pond. Cut back a lot of this brush that is back here behind the garden that I can't get to with the mower, and it's been getting like as tall as me. Crazy. All right, so here's what we're gonna do today. So we've got most of our chores caught up other than just general like landscaping and upkeeping of the yard and the house and stuff. So, but before I do all that, I'm gonna get some more wood chips on around the experimental sweet potato patch, and I'm gonna add in. I cut the grass this morning, right? And I raked up the grass clipping piles. I've got several small piles raked up. I'm gonna add that into the wood chips and let them break down with the wood chips. And you know, I'm not all scientific about the mixtures and things of compost, but I know they say it's better to have green stuff in there along with your brown stuff. So we're gonna add that to it and see what happens. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just kind of dump these wood chips in small piles along the row because I wanna get the grass clippings in between the layers of wood chips. I don't know why, it just feels right for some reason. Okay, now we're gonna go get the grass clippings and spread those out, and then we'll get another round of wood chips. Okay guys, so this is that super tall grass that was like 4 or 5 feet tall. I whacked a bunch of it down and I pulled it out, and I got a nice pile of it here. So I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna grab these smaller piles of grass clippings that you see out here, and we're gonna go add that. Just by listening to other people talk about it, I have kind of got an idea about why you make sure you have green stuff in your compost. And I guess that has to do with the nitrogen. You want a good mix of carbon and nitrogen. And I guess by having a good mix of both, you get a better faster decomposition. And since we're just experimenting out here, figured why not? You know, these wood chips compost pretty fast on their own when they're left in the big pile. Like the big piles up there in the backyard that haven't, they've been getting rained on, so they've stayed very wet for several weeks, and I haven't, you know, gotten a chance to spread them yet. When I do rake them back to fill up my wheelbarrow, they are super black and steamy and already breaking down in the dirt. Yeah, so got high hopes. I don't know if you can see this or not. Here's one of the vines, and it is still got some perky green leaves on it. And this one right here, I can't even lift this one up because it has already rooted itself down into the ground. We might keep some of these vines. Most of them have already died off, but I fully expect to see new vines sprouting out soon. Well, since we're feeling all experimental and everything, I accidentally whacked off a branch of the fig tree while I was cutting that grass over there. And so I decided to stick it in the ground and pile a bunch of dirt and wood chips up around it and see what happens. Can't hurt nothing. I mean, we need a little shade out here. Nice big fig tree would be nice. Get some figs, get some shade. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for this guy, but hey, I could stick him in the ground or I could let him lay on the ground and just die for sure. So we'll see what happens. I tell you what, guys, this looks like hard work, and it is. But you know what? I love it. I love it so much. And if you don't homestead, garden, you're missing out, man. I'm telling you, you're missing out. It's a lot of hard work initially. Then once you start to reap those benefits and you start to see things grow, you just get this endorphin dump, this adrenaline dump, and it is so awesome and it is so exciting, and you just want to keep going, and you just get the strength. And if you're utilizing these permaculture principles, then gardening becomes easier, less labor intensive. You start setting up systems that reproduce themselves, that, you know, regulate their own water, that feed themselves consistently over time through the breakdown of organics and wood chips and whatever other compost you throw on top. Now, my system is still very young. My one garden bed is 3 years old. My other one is 1.5 years old. And this one is brand spanking new. Already this year, I have gotten so much more production than I did last year. And last year I got so much more production than I did the year before that. So I fully expect this to just keep growing and expanding, and that is the whole principle of permaculture. Our goal is to hopefully one day sell this place and be able to get a larger tract of land where we can have a large farm and animals and all that stuff. But until that day comes, I still have, I'm on 2 acres. I've got a lot of undeveloped land that I can grow stuff on. I can just turn it into good growing soil, especially like this area back here. Look at all that behind me, double that, and that's what I'm looking at right here behind the camera. This is almost a full acre back here, full sun. It's just poor soil. So if we can transform the soil, man, I can start growing so much. My goal is to be able to have so much abundance that I could sell some and try to make some money off of it too, but also I want to be able just to give to those who need it, to those who can't afford it. Be able just to pass out vegetables and potatoes and fruits. That is really what it's all about. And if I can pass along the knowledge and the love for this homesteading and this permaculture gardening, and I can teach you how to fish instead of just giving you fish, then that is even better. Alright, so that's going to be it for today, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for being here. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't. And if you know anybody who you think might enjoy these videos, please share it. Please share it on your social media. Let's get the word out there. Let's get everybody falling in love with homesteading, growing their own food, living life, the good life, the way God intended it. I'll see you again tomorrow if the good Lord's willing. Bye-bye.